USS Jack Miller. USS Jack Miller D-410 was a John C. Butler-class destroyer escort acquired by the U.S. Navy during World War II. The primary purpose of the destroyer escort was to escort and protect ships in convoy, in addition to other tasks as assigned such as patrol or radar picket. Post-war, she returned home with 2 battle stars to her credit. The destroyer escort was named in honor of First Lieutenant Jack Miller, who was awarded the Navy Cross for his brave actions during the Guadalcanal campaign. The ship was launched on 10 January 1944 by Brown Shipbuilding Company at their yard in Houston, Texas, sponsored by Mrs. Henry S. Miller, mother of Lieutenant Miller, and commissioned on 13 April 1944. Namesake. Jack Miller was born on 2 April 1920 in Dallas, Texas. He earned a bachelor's degree in commerce from Southern Methodist University SMU in 1941. 3 weeks before graduation, Miller signed up to join the United States Marine Corps and reported for duty 3 weeks after graduation. Miller served in the Marine Corps Reserve as a second lieutenant from 19 May to 31 October 1941. Commissioned First Lieutenant, USC at Quantico, Virginia, 1 November 1941, he volunteered for Carlson's Raiders and went to the Pacific Theater. On 3 December 1942, as commanding officer of a platoon during the Guadalcanal campaign, he led a flank attack on a strong enemy combat patrol engaged by his battalion at the summit of the hill. Realizing the advance of his platoon was being held up by hostile machine gun fire, he led the assault on the Japanese gun position, receiving wounds from which he died the following day. He was buried beside the road on Guadalcanal. Miller was posthumously awarded the Navy Cross. History. World War II. After shakedown along the U.S. East Coast and in the Gulf of Mexico, Jack Miller sailed from Norfolk, Virginia, 13 June 1944, arriving Pearl Harbor 12 July via the Panama Canal Zone and San Diego, California. After more intensive training out of Pearl Harbor, she departed on 24 July, screening a convoy to Eniwetok, where she arrived on 2 August. The remainder of the month was spent on patrol and convoy duty. Jack Miller sailed from Eniwetok on 2 September and, after escorting a convoy to Saipan, took up harbor patrol duty there. Anti-submarine patrols, convoy screening, and escort duty kept Jack Miller busy for the next 9 months. During this period, she sank 5 mines. In late 1944, Jack Miller came under the command of Lieutenant Commander Vermont C. Royster, who had been the White House correspondent of the Wall Street Journal before the war. After the war ended, he left the Navy and resumed his journalism career at the Wall Street Journal. He would eventually become the paper's editor-in-chief in 1958. In June and July, Jack Miller screened fueling groups in support of the Okinawa operation. After the war, she operated out of Japan before returning to San Diego 5 November 1945. Decommissioning. Commissioning. Jack Miller remained at San Diego until decommissioning there 1 June 1946 and joining the Stockton Group Pacific Reserve Fleet. On 30 June 1968, she was struck from the Navy list, and in July 1969, she was sold for scrapping. Awards. Jack Miller received 2 battle stars for World War II service.